Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Get Rich 101. Thank you for my tea. My tea. Thanks, B. She's dropped off the tea. The happiness is you, tea. All right. All right. So I'm a little off today because it looks like I set the show up for some other time. I don't know what time I set it for, but LinkedIn is um, saying that if it's more than an hour, it can't do it. If it's more than an hour late, it can't do it anymore. So I guess you know, I tried to do it. I tried to set the show up last night, and I was tired. And so I must have set it up wrong. But anyway, I guess there's no one here. Okay, there's one person here. There's one person here watching me. That's mom, I'm sure. And I'm not sure what happened with everything else. But whatever, we're going to go like we normally do and get started. So, welcome to Get Rich 101. I'm your host. I'm Sekou Writes. I am the author of a number of books, but this is the most recent book. This is Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. And let me tell you, let me tell you, for those of you who are hoping to hear back from me, that I was going to leave a message that Hack Your Pain Now was now an audiobook. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, no. Listen, I thought the Cape Trip was going to be chill. I thought it was going to be chill, but it was not. It was not. It was busy. It was busy, busy, busy. And I know that it wasn't busy for most people, but for me, it was very busy because it's a lot more than I'm used to doing per day. And so each day we had something to do, and then it, charged me up. I had to charge myself up. I ended up drinking way too much coffee. I know that now I'm back on tea. I'm back on tea because I had to get away from the coffee. But yeah, I was drinking coffee on a regular because my dad makes wonderful coffee. It's wonderful coffee. And also because I needed the extra energy to deal with whatever I happened to be dealing with that day. So that was a little challenging. So the point is, I did not get a chance to do. I did not get a chance to do Hack Your Pain Now. I did not get a chance to do that, but I will. I will though. I will though. And what I was thinking about was my book that someone here asked me for. I can't remember. I can't remember their name, but someone asked me for a book here, and they wanted a book summing up my information as a as a as a what am I call myself? No, like as like a financial enthusiast. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I'll go with that. Thanks, Fee. So my financial my financial enthusiast side as a book. And I was thinking about this, and I just happened to look on my bookshelf this morning. I was reading this morning, and I found this book. And it is super short. It is super short. It's like it's more like I don't know even what to call it. It's kind of like a term paper, you know. But here it is. Let me get to the cover. It works. Can you see that? It works. It works. By Raj. The famous little red book that makes your dreams come true. Right? And it is short. It is short. It is short. So I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, I can do something like that for my book of things that I have to say that are about money. Because I got some things now. I got some things. but I think it's going to be a short book. And people want to hear from me in terms of my financial advice, and I'm going to make it very brief. I'm going to make a very brief book about it. And yeah, and, and yeah. So anyway, I'm going to take the advice of Raj, who created It Works, and make a very short book about Get Rich 101. Get Rich 101. And by the way, I've got a whole podcast entitled Get Rich 101. Yes, that's me. I created that podcast. It's been doing a number of light years, like over there out in the world. And I don't know. Um, yeah, so basically, it's me reading the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. So me reading that book is a fully encapsulated um, podcast, and it's been doing very well. It's been when I remember that I have this podcast, and I remember to go check, it's doing phenomenally, and so that's why I have the same title: Get Rich 101 here, Get Rich 101 there. It's all me. It's just me at different phases of my life, because I recorded well, I recorded Get Rich 101. So I recorded the book. How no, the book's name is The Science of Getting Rich. The Science of Getting Rich. Thanks, Free King. They had to block me. They had to throw it up to me. Throw it up to me. Pace myself. Okay, so so yeah. And I forgot what I was saying. Podcast. So yeah, so the podcast, it has been doing very well, and it's been doing very well without me, because I created it right during the pandemic, and then I had a stroke, and then I came back into it very late in the game, and I came back into it, and I was like, wow, it has really grown and grown and grown and grown. So that's why, part of why I changed the name of this show, Get Rich 101, because it's lined with Get Rich 101, the podcast. All right. Okay. So all that said, I've got something interesting I want to talk about in terms of investing today. So here's something interesting. Today is Labor Day, so there ain't no trading today. Ain't no trading today. And I was like, ready. I was ready. And then I got there, and they're like, yeah, no trading today for national holiday. And so this job has made me much more aware of holidays, because usually it's just another day. It feels like another day, but I have to focus on those days that are holidays, because they throw things off. So anyway, went into my portfolio today. I was looking around, and they tell you to keep a record of what you do in terms of trading. And yes, I now understand why that's so. That's so because you know what? This is just like having a run streak. Because you wouldn't think that I would ever forget how many days I'm on. You would not think that. And when I met, I can't remember his name now. All right, so I'll come back to his name. But the guy that introduced me, Antoine, the guy that introduced me to the idea of running streaks, he always has to check his phone. Like, yeah, let me check my phone, see how many days I've run. And I was like, why do you have to do that? But now, as a runner, I understand. You forget. You forget. From day to day, you forget. And day to day, you're surprised, like, oh, wow, 600 miles, 600 days? Like, oh, wow, right? So that's very interesting. But the same thing happens for the stock trade. The same thing happens, right? Because you may forget what you did yesterday or the day before or the day before that. You forget it. And you need to have a concrete way of checking what you've done before. Now, thankfully, I now am using I'm not, well, I was trying to say Twitter, but Twitter is no longer Twitter because Elon bought Twitter and changed the name. But I'm going to keep calling it Twitter because that's what we used to. So I used Twitter as my place because my hand is still hard for me to write. So I used my left hand and just typed it up in Twitter, right? Two things have happened. Number one, I've gotten popular. I don't know how that happened, but I've gotten popular on Twitter. On Twitter, like people, like 100, 200 people have read my post. And now, mind you, it's my tweets are just for me talking to me talking to me talking to me. And so I am trying to get these things delineated. So they may go into the book. They may go into this small book that I was just talking about. But anyway, what I've been noticing is that you need to have you need to have it. You need to have it. Just like I have a phone on my app, an app on my phone that tells me how many days I've run. I need to have something on my phone that tells me what I've done in terms of stock market. Okay, so that said, look at this. Can you even see this? Oh, all right, wait a minute. Can I just do this right quick on the yeah, I can do this right quick because I took a screenshot of it. So it'll be here. Yeah, hold on one second. I'm just going to get this up so you can see it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. All right, so we're going to, this is the window. And we're going to open this. We're going to share the page, share screen. Share. And then come over. Sorry to take so long, folks, but I want to show this to you. So this is what I found. This is what I found. I found this page in my Webull app, and it's the profit and loss calendar. That's P&L, stands for profit and loss calendar. And under that, you see the month, 8/20/2024. So that's 8. That's the month we just finished, right? Because we are now in September. Now, I'm very excited about this because I've got more green than I've got red. You see that? I've got more green than you've got of red, right? Now that's just purely on well, just the basics. That I've got more green than I've got red. Now I've not counted up the numbers. Numbers look to be about the same. So hopefully I'm a little bit over on one side, on the green side and the red side. Right? But this was my profit and loss calendar for the 8th, for September, no, for August. Right now we're going to do this. Right? You see, you've got the things, right? Now let me go back here. even know which one this is. But let me do this one. This one is the month of September. July. All right, so let me do July. All right, so July. It might be slightly towards the red, but it might not be because I didn't add this up yet. But look at this now. I've gotten some juicy numbers. Like the 12th, I got $11. $11. That's a big note. And so I tried to go back on my Twitter to see what I was doing on the 12th. But guess what? I did not date my entries on Twitter. So now I started dating just today, just this past weekend. I started dating my things because I need my dates to correspond to what I'm doing, right? But this was very interesting, and even more interesting. You see these ones, twos, cents, $11.16, which is good, right? But then we go back again. And I think let's do. This is okay. Yeah, this was January, February, March, April. This is April. Right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at all the greens and how the greens are like $3, $6, $2, $5. I mean, I'm doing well. Back in April. And I was like, I don't remember this. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But I just thinking, I don't remember this at all. And so this is very interesting for me because it means that I've gone kind of backwards. Because in April, I was doing the whole month. Remember, I made all this energy around the daily hustle, going from daily hustle. But I've been doing the daily hustle for a while, since April, right? Every day, every working day, I'm trading. And then to know that I'm trading for cents, and I'm trading for $11. I've traded for $5, $6, $7. I mean, I've gone above that. What I've been doing recently is cents. And so now I need to shift. I have to go back into my notes and shift into what I was doing before. Because clearly I had something. But anyway, that's a very interesting pattern. And so I've got to have both. I've got to have these things that I just discovered, the profit and loss calculator, and I've got to have the writings, the daily chart on that's available on Weibo. No, not on Weibo. This is Weibo right here. On Twitter. Sorry, on Twitter. Yes, on Twitter. So on Twitter, you got to get those things written on Twitter to match these things written on the profit and loss calculator. So I get them lined up. And I can see what there is to see. Because I mean, I've been doing trading since January. I didn't realize it'd been that long. I did not realize it'd been that long. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 8 months. 8 months. And I'm like, okay, All right, so now I need to focus on getting my 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 tweets to line up with my trades. And I think I started in Twitter, so I'm going to keep it going in Twitter. And because Twitter has a short amount of of, pixels, so it only lets you do a certain length of a message. So that's great for me because that keeps me moving quickly. Moving quickly. All right. Yeah. So anyway, this really blew me away today. This really blew me away because clearly this is real stuff. This is real stuff in terms of the amount of money that I was trading, and now I've gone to much less, much less places. Like here, that's, yeah. Here we are for October. No, for August. For August. So anyway, I've got to add it up today, and I'll add it up since we got the day off from trading. And yeah, and I've got to really find out what's going on in terms of my matching my my report as written on Twitter matches my tweets, my actual trades. All right. Okay. All right. So that's what I got today. The what was I going to say? The trip was lovely, but it was quite tiring. Hold on. Some tea. So really, we got back Saturday night. Was it Saturday night? Friday night. We got back Friday night. Late night train. Nelson did pretty okay. We were riding with Nelson, and we gave him some CBD oil, and that mellowed him out a little bit. But he did cause some controversy. Some people were like, "What? You got a cat?" Some of that stuff. But yeah, it was nice, and we just rode with the cat, and then from then on, I've been asleep. I've been asleep. So Saturday, Sunday, I just been asleep. Really just sleeping and eating. That's been about it. And yeah, so that's been it. If you haven't heard from me, that's why, because I just been zonked. So this is my first time really being unzonked and speaking to people. So yeah, that's it now. And yeah, and I think that's it. Oh, and there's so much more I have to tell you about money, because what I've discovered is people don't talk about money. People don't talk about money. We just don't. And so I'm coming into that realization as a 2-year-old, because my mind is such that it's a 2-year-old's mind, right? And so I'm learning that now, and I'm learning it, and I'm still sorry. Nelson was trying to get up here. So yeah, so yes. I forgot what I was saying. I was watching Nelson was coming over here trying to get up. I was trying to make room for him. Now he went to the other room. So I forgot what I was saying. But it was a great trip. It was a bit tiring, but great trip, and yeah, and now we're back. We're back in business, y'all. We're back in business. So please check out the book. I have a new idea that I want to run past you. I've got enough time. So I am going to create a group. I'm going to create a group. A group. So I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about this because it gives me the opportunity to talk about these things with more than just this show. With more than just the show, and I can get your reactions quickly. And so I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about this. I'm going to be working this today. So I'm going to have a group up shortly because that's going to be all the people who have already spent money on something. You're already invited. So that's going to be great. That's going to be great. Okay, folks. I'm going to see if there was something else I want to say. No, I think that's it. Oh, now I remember. So people don't talk about money. People don't talk about money. So what I'm getting used to is the fact that people don't talk about money, but I've been just asking people. And if they don't want to respond, that's fine. But I've been asking people about money. And so that has been interesting. I've had conversations with money. You think I would have had conversations with money a long time ago. But no. I'm not going to tell you who, but I'm just I've been astounded at the level of which we've avoided talking about money. So I'm talking about money to everyone, because I'm trying to get all the bits and pieces together to grow a rich growth tree. All right, so that's it. Let's just read this affirmation together before we go. I'm so happy and grateful to be a multimillionaire in every area of my life. I'm so happy and grateful to be a multimillionaire in every area of my life. B King started repeating this affirmation while we were jogging on the Cape. It was so nice to actually experience this out there in the world. I was like, wow, that's really cool. So I'm going to try to do that with my future runs because my headset has not, well, it just broke. And so I need it. So I don't have a headset. So a nice thing for me to do would be to repeat this affirmation while I run. So I forgot about it today, but I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. All right. So yeah, we'll try to get that tomorrow. And yeah, and we're going to get it going. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. And yeah, remember that right now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Ashe. See you guys later.